Hi Moglets. Today we're going to be raising the new hero, Tighnari. I've been doing my best to go get all the waypoints in Sumeru, so we have an easier time farming here. Some in this area I have yet to get, but we are actually starting from scratch with Tighnari pretty much. We have a few things, but like, we can't even ascend him once without getting some of these Pala lotuses. Apparently I haven't come across any of them yet because I've been picking up everything I find, but looking at the interactive map, indeed they are in this area mainly, and as you can see, this is the only area I haven't really been, so that makes some sense. Here we go, our first lotus. Since we do have Tighnari in our team, we can just follow the hands more or less. And there's another teleport waypoint unlocked. There should be another big cluster here. There are a couple more down the waterfall, it looks like. Oh yeah, we're going to need this stuff as well. Oh man, there's a lot of farming to do. Another new plant? Kalpata lotus? Ooh, there's a big chunk of them over here. Beep, beep. Oh no. I was just starting my beep rotation. Beep. I swear it looks like there's more on the interactive map than there are. Might just be because the icons are big or something. Beep. The water here lowered, but I don't think I actually did anything. Well, according to the interactive map, there are 60. I think 4 of them are underground in a place I can't figure out how to get to yet. And there must be 4 somewhere else also. I don't think 52 is gonna be enough to even get him to 70. But I guess for now we're going to do our first fight against the Jade Plume Terror Shroom. I love that name so much. He has the same meter as like the Shogun boss. I guess after a while he'll get a shield or something. Oh, is he dead already? Holy hell. I think that is the quickest world boss. No weird phases or anything. You can just kill him. All right. Took like 15 seconds. But we got 3 of these and also 3 of these, which are important because these are the first Dendros. Of course, we can go to the crafting station and just transform some. But just an hour into recording, we should already be able to ascend him one time. Here we go. Very nice. Going up to 40. But yeah, while we're waiting for the boss to respawn, we're gonna go ahead and get some more of those jade shards. Yeah, whatever. We can go ahead and do some pyros. Don't think there are any pyros I'm planning on raising very shortly. Or Electros for that matter. Dory, was it? Will be here soon. She's an Electro. We have Dendro damage as our bonus stat there. Level 50, and we'll need at least 1 more boss run, but hey, we might not need that many more Lotus to get him to 70, because 70 is all we can do for now. Bones hasn't even started on Sumeru yet. I asked her earlier if she could, like, start it, and so I can grab her Lotus, but that'll probably still take a while. Oh man, I can't get over how quickly this guy dies. And we will have to do another run for 60, because we only got 2, sadly. And while we're waiting for him to respawn, well, I have actually no idea. Weapon, artifacts, talent. This is what we'll need. So may as well go give that a try. I haven't done this domain either yet. Here we're fighting Ruin Drakes, and apparently you want to have as many different elements as possible. The more elements, the more bonus damage. Even so, I'm probably just gonna stick with this team, see if we can get through it easily enough. I would assume Geo also counts. Okay, that's a super quick domain as well. Jeez, no perps. I'm sure we'll have to drop more than 5 condensed in this place. Yeah, 36 seconds, even though I messed up. I have done several of the artifact domains and it's the same, very quick. So I gotta say, I really like the Sumeru domains so far. These are things you have to spam and farm, so faster the better in my opinion. Dude, that is insane. 31. I think the only one that I've ever gotten a sub 30 on is like Viridescent domain. Still no purples. I think 4-4 is the worst drop actually possible. I don't actually need purples right now, but I'll need them for God mode. Hey, there we go, a purple. 27 seconds, dude, what the hell? All right, no more condensed. Let's go ahead and leave. Should be able to get him up to 60 now. Horrible. There's the Ascension, and 60. Yeah, we'll just need 9 more Lotus, which means I gotta wait a bit. Usually I like to get them all to 6, and I think they're all gonna be pretty important for him. Quite sure Tighnari here classifies as a main DPS. At least that's what his kit would have you believe, since once he does E, he has those 3 quick shots. Of the 3, what's probably gonna be least important though is his E, because the main utility with his E I think is the fact he gets those 3 quick shots with his skill. But yeah, I'm gonna get them all up to at least 2 so that we can transform all those little mushroom things we have into the bigger mushrooms. Same with the skill mats, I guess. Oh, wait a second. I just realized I may have never picked up. Yeah, I didn't. I never picked up the Lotus here. Gonna go ahead and do another boss run while we're here, I guess. Glad I saved up some fragile resins. I think we're gonna need some today. All right, Bones has uncovered enough of Sumeru. Actually, almost everything already. Just not a lot of the waypoints, but I think over here there should be enough. Beep. May as well do another run here. Picked up a few extras just because I don't think she's gonna be raising Tighnari anyway. Luminescent pollen. Yeah, so we'll grab as much as we can of that. And that might honestly be enough because I have been killing every mushroom I come across. All right, so one more run there should do the trick. Bad goblet, etc. And here we go, last terror shroom that we gotta do today at least. Wonder Shroop does have double crit lines, so might have some potential, but I have some pretty good pieces here. Speaking of which, that's probably what we're gonna build Tighnari with today. Obviously the new set will probably be better for him overall, but you know, for now at least until we can really farm the domain a lot, it'll be the second best. So let us see, are we missing anything? We are not. At least for level 70. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to stop it there for now. Raising a character from scratch is always so hard. Tighnari will probably have the biggest jump from raised mode to god mode because he'll be 90 with a better artifact set and his signature bow, which, yeah, we haven't gotten around to raising yet. I really hope this doesn't also require the spores, honestly. I just want to check it real quick. I think that's different spores. Inactivated fungal nucleus, indeed. Oh yeah, and these things, they're like the human enemies of Sumeru. Well, it might be slightly more manageable. But yeah, he's 70. Let's see if we can get his talents to 6. Nope. I just realized I got very lucky. His books are open today, but I didn't take that into consideration at all. I was just like, oh yeah, he needs the new books. But yeah, we're gonna have to drop a couple more condensed here, I guess. Probably another 5, honestly, so I'm just gonna do that. Grab another fragile, down to 80. It's all good. Ooh, aw, beep, beep, beep. Alrighty, let's just hope that's enough. Just gonna start with making all the silvers we can. I was gonna say, since we can only get him to 70, maybe I'll raise his talents further, but they literally cap out at 6, so no. I don't know, I think our main issue might be the mushrooms stuff. Come on, Sucrose. At least 3 bonus, that would be mathematically correct. Come on. Well, I'm gonna start with his burst, and if we can't get his E up to 6, whatever, it's not that big of a deal, I guess. Oh my god. Oh yeah, it's really bad to start actually from scratch, and then we couldn't get it to 6 anyway, because then we run out of mushrooms. All right, already been 2 hours, man. The fungus can drop both? Are the bigger ones also considered fungus? Yeah, okay, the bigger ones are probably what drops the other mats, but they are both classified as fungus for some reason, instead of different enemies. There are a lot of different types of mushrooms. What are you doing here, Hilichurls? As if I care about you at all right now. Ooh, look at this. Nice little juicy pile of 6. Hello. Boom. And a big one to boot. Bro, look at all this nice. And I think there's even some more down here. At least one. Dang, this valley has a bunch of them. Well, I'm definitely too lazy to farm every single one that's on the interactive map, but that were all in the adventure handbook. And since we weren't even missing that many, I think we're good. Also, we do need to do like 1 or 2 more runs here in the book domain. 3 more condensed should do the trick. Beep, beep, beep. I think we should have enough now of everything, hopefully. Look at that. Oh my god. Definitely not planned, complete coincidence. Although I will say I haven't visited the crafting station since I did my little round of farming there. So he would have been able to get a bit more, but there he is. So he's raised, got his talents up. Usually before we go and build him, we're gonna do the talent and constellation overview. I do pretty much know what he will have, but let's do that first. His normal and aim shots are very standard for a bow user. There's nothing really to say about them. Up to 4 consecutive shots, or just spamming aim shots. His charge attack is a little special though. You can charge it up to level 1 for a very standard charge attack bow user attack, or hold it a little longer for a charge level 2. Charge level 2 essentially does a follow-up attack with 4 small cluster bloom arrows, kind of like homing missiles. With his skill, he'll essentially throw a bomb that creates a little dendro area, and this will taunt enemies. More importantly though, his next 3 charge shots will have drastically decreased charging time, so he can basically spam fire 3 level 2 charge attacks really quick, and that is its main utility. And his burst is only a damage skill. It comes in 2 phases. The initial hit, and then another bloom, and more of these tangle vine shafts, they call them, will rain down on the opponent. With his first passive here, he'll gain 50 elements of mastery when firing a charge level 2 shot for 4 seconds. And his second passive buffs his charge attack and burst based on his elements of mastery, which is going to be the main source of his damage anyway. As for his constellation, I have him at C0, so I'm not going to be able to actually show much of this stuff, but at C1, his charge attack crit rate is increased by 15%. That's already a pretty nice C1. Very simple and straightforward, but handy nonetheless. With C2, after casting E, he'll have a 20% Dendro damage bonus if there are enemies within the area, but it'll still last 6 seconds after it ends or if enemies leave the area. With his C4, all party members will get 60 Elemental Mastery when casting his burst, and if his burst causes a Dendro elemental reaction, it'll be increased by an additional 60. C6, of course, very strong sounding, really putting him more firmly into the main DPS category. Charge level 2's charge time is decreased by almost a whole second, and you'll get an extra secondary missile type attack once the initial shot lands, which is seemingly much stronger than the others since it's 150% of his attack as damage. And these at level 6 are only 54. So at least at level 6, it is as powerful as 3 of the 4 current missiles. But yeah, C6 would basically allow him to do his charge attacks normally, not have to rely on his E for the quick shots. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and build him. Like I said, Wonders Troop is gonna be a really good set for him. He does want a good amount of elemental mastery because he kind of scales off of that with his second passive there. I would like the new Deepwood Memories, but I've only farmed it a little bit. Definitely don't have a full set for him yet. But I did manage to pick up this Dendro damage bonus with elemental mastery on it, so that could be pretty nice. I really don't want to raise a new set for him since I'm farming the other set, but like crit rate, crit damage, elemental mastery, energy recharge. We do more or less want elemental mastery above all. I'll raise it a little bit. Did go to elemental mastery. The only other level 20 I have has 37 on it, so if we can get at least another elemental mastery bump, that would be nice. 61, all right, let's go. I mean, this might be a good piece for someone else anyway later. The only thing I would kind of like to avoid is energy recharge. We got crit rate, that's fine. More elemental mastery, all right, I'm already happy. Last one did go to energy recharge. Whatever, he might need a little bit at least. This plume has 70 elemental mastery, so we're probably gonna stick with that. It also has 11 crit rate, so it's not bad overall. We do have an elemental mastery sands raised already, so that's cool. But yeah, we're not going triple elemental mastery. We gotta get Dendro damage. Oh my god, I just realized. We probably have one Dendro damage bonus goblet, and it's the one we farmed earlier. Like, it'll have to be this one. I think it's literally my only Dendro damage. Yeah. We just now got Dendro. Maybe I can also use this one for his new set. Oh, and we're gonna probably need to raise a hat as well. Well, let's start with this. Flat def, nice. It really doesn't matter, actually. Whatever we get, I'm gonna have to take, honestly. Energy charge, second best thing here, actually. If it could go to Elemental Mastery once, though, I'd be happy. It did go to once. It also went to flat def again, so whatever. Honestly, considering he's gonna be one of the weaker raised modes for now, I kind of want to give him a 5-star to kind of compensate a little bit. One of the best of what I have might be Amos, just because it increases charge attack damage. For 4 stars, I think Prototype wouldn't be bad, though it has its limitations because not all enemies have weak points. Sacrificial could definitely be pretty interesting because you can get 2 ease off and essentially do 6 really quick charge attacks in succession. So I think that's definitely a contender as well. But yeah, for now we're just gonna stick with Amos, and we still have to fill in his last spot. Looking at his attributes, I think we will need crit rate above everything else. I actually never did the math on his passive, but it looks like you'll need 1,000 Elemental Mastery to get the full 60% bonus. But since we're at around half of that, we're getting about 30%, which is still pretty solid, honestly. And of course, Elemental Mastery's main effect. I like how they did this, by the way. Increasing all of his Dendro reactions by 300%. Oh my god, and wait a second, that goes up with the aggravate and spread too. 138? What is the base boost of that? Or will it actually be 138% more? I don't know. We're gonna check all that stuff out. But for now, let's go ahead and give him probably crit rate, circlet. This has crit damage and elemental mastery. Let's hope we get lucky here. Oh, I wonder if I should actually do that. YOLO it all the way to 20? Yeah. Nah, well, a lot of Elemental Mastery, couple of HP rolls, but mostly Elemental Mastery. But hey, we're over 500 Elemental Mastery now, which means we're getting over 30% bonus charge attack damage, and then 150 extra from Aggravate and Spread. I will say though, this probably won't be a proper showcase. I've been recording for over 3 hours now, and I'm kind of tired. And I know this is going to be a nightmare to edit. And then having to take into account all these new Dendro reactions, it's going to be a bit of a mess, but I'm going to try my best. We are going to try solo Tighnari for our dailies, but I do want to mainly focus on, spread, the spread reaction, which we need Electro for, but it should be controlled Electro, so we make sure we're actually getting spread and not aggravate. Well, I don't think that's actually our daily quest down there, but it's a nice solid single enemy, so let's go ahead and give it a try. Let's just start with a level 2 here. That takes a long time though. All right, let's go ahead and throw his E down and do these quick ones here. Yeah, not a ton of damage. Of course, playing with him solo is not going to be the best idea because he's mainly built with Elements of Mastery, which increases the damage of all that other stuff. Let's take a look at his burst though anyway. Throw another E down. Oh, he was quickened though, and then there was spread. Yeah, you can see that definitely did a lot more damage. 9,000 now instead of 3,000 or whatever it was before. So that is a pretty insane damage boost, honestly. So we are actually getting a bit of a reaction here because, you know, there's like that Electro Stone around. But damn, the amount of extra damage from spread is pretty crazy. I didn't expect it to be that much. Let's go and get a Zhongli shield in here. Guess we could do, yeah, there's burning. I don't know how that's really gonna affect slimes that are burning already. Let's go ahead and try a couple more charge shots here though. There is one thing I wanna check out. This Dendro area, does it apply Dendro at all? I don't think so. I think it's a single hit type thing and then the enemies are kind of taunted by it. But so yeah, like the big Hilichurl didn't get applied with Dendro even though he went in the area. So yeah, solo Tighnari, not the best idea, honestly. So this Hilichurl should be quickened. Well, he's dead. Does burning actually do like any damage at all? I didn't see it do any damage. So he's on fire. There's burning. Oh, 793. Burning, 751, 751. It goes away so quick though. If that would be based on the enemy's max HP though, I can imagine it'd be good for like really tanky enemies, bosses maybe. I'm not sure if I went a little overkill on the Element of Mastery. Also his crit ratio, I'm not super happy with. But yeah, we're gonna finish it off with a couple tests. Good old Masanori, training dummy. Wanna see how burning works first of all. Maybe it is based off max HP. I remember we were getting about a 750 hit. I wanna apply the Pyro first. And there we go. We're getting 876. It's almost the same, honestly. But do we get more if we apply Dendro first and have Binny do the Pyro? It's actually way less. That's kind of what I figured. Because Tighnari has way more Elements of Mastery. And since he's the one causing the reaction, it does a lot more. It's still going to be a pretty small amount of damage regardless, I think. But yeah, it lasts for like 2 or 3 seconds, so I don't really see the point. Maybe there's something I'm missing. But yeah, I want to see a bit of Catalyze here. We're just going to apply him with... that there, and then now he has spread. We're gonna go ahead and do his burst, see how that goes. I don't know, I don't think it was that much damage, honestly. I saw some 2,000 hits. The individual numbers of course aren't going to be huge because he does a lot of separate attacks. So there's Quicken. We're gonna go ahead and do spread now. Well, yeah, I mean, the total damage is around 20,000, I guess. The initial hit was 10, and then there was like 4 2,000 somethings. I'm not sure if you also have to make sure Tighnari is the one that applies Quicken in the first place because of his Elements of Mastery. But it's kind of weird because that's not even the thing that increases the damage, that's spread, which happens after you attack with Dendro on a quickened enemy. Well, I guess let's try it the other way. So, there we go. He should be quickened. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the spread. Yeah, it's the same damage, so I guess that doesn't matter, which is good to know. That being said, having Binny here is a little annoying. Probably have to do something like this, and then he'll get Electro, and then Quicken, and then let's see what happens here. 15,000 plus 5,000 little hits. It's not horrible, actually, when you can do three of those really quickly. Spread might already be gone. I'm not really sure how to feel because I'm always just looking out for the big numbers. And but that doesn't really work in Tighnari's case because it's just a bunch of small numbers. Adding them up though at the end when we could get Binny boost and spread going at the same time. The initial hit was 15, which means the other 4 hits probably added up to around 15 as well. And since he can do 3 of those in really quick succession, that's like 90k damage. I'm not really used to the Dendro reactions yet, so it might just be that. Because it feels super awkward to get it set up. Here, let's try it again. Okay, no crit. And I don't know where the other stuff is going. That's kind of weird. The little missiles are like just getting destroyed by Masanori, or maybe he's blocking them, I'm not sure. But looking at his multipliers, the Wreath arrow, which is the initial hit, is 122. And then each of the cluster blooms are 54. So honestly, those should be dealing more damage overall than the Wreath arrow itself. But yeah, my voice is starting to leave me, so I guess that's where I'm gonna have to wrap it up. We'll of course have a more in-depth showcase for God mode. Again, raising modes are more just about learning the character, their skill kit, how they work. little showcase. Make sure to tell me what you think in the comments down below though. Dropping a like or subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.